Never mind.
But I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear the joy. Crit, you seem beaming with excitement. Are you excited?
Look at that smile. Oh.
Yeah, I'm always beaming with excitement.
I can tell. This is a common trend for you. Were you at all stressed out about how this tiebreaker was going to go, like any more than the usual amount of tiebreaker stress?
I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, a little bit, because this one is the last one, last tournament before TI, so we knew it was going to be very important. First seed kind of also important, so even though we beat Nouns and they might also just lose to Quincy, then the first seed is pretty important for the points. So yeah, it was a little bit of pressure, but we've been in this position before, so we knew how to deal with it and prepare for it. So I think we came in pretty well.
So with points on the line, I imagine that your mindset coming into this major is, we want the direct invite to TI. This is not a, let's see how we do on LAN. Let's get used to our roster. This is a, we need top 8. I don't want to play NA regional quals.
Yeah, and to some degree, but I think if we had got second, that would have been more the case, because now I think with first seed, we're very likely to go to TI. Obviously, it's not guaranteed or anything, but I think now we have a little bit more of a relaxed feeling for the major. Like, we can go there and it will be kind of like a test run for TI, do our best, try our stuff out, and kind of just enjoy the event. Whereas if we had got second, it would have been all about the points. So I think it's very calming for us to get the first seed.
All right, again, congratulations on winning this the tiebreakers. Do you feel in any way dishonest winning this second game in this way? The Terrorblade illusions, the DK illusions, just the taking the base but without actually being in the base type strategy?
I wouldn't say so, just because the way they played the entire game was more dishonest. So when it came to that point, we're fine with pulling out the gunner DK and just ending the game in the non-announce style, So it was fun for us to just chill. We didn't have to rush. We're just chilling outside their base. So it was a good time.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And obviously you bring up the Nouns there and taking the DK strategy between Quincy and Nouns. It's just a best of one. Winner goes to the major. Could you give us a little bit? Who do you think is going to take that and maybe join you there?
I'm pretty confident that Quincy's going to take it. I mean, for us, like we've been grinding hard for the last couple of weeks, and before we played Quincy, we saw like some Nouns players changing their names to Quincy fans and all this stuff. Like they're cheering for Quincy like crazy, and now they're in this position. So I feel like Karma will hit them pretty hard today. So we'll see.
Yeah, Karma always hits you. One specific question. It's good to see you back on playing Tusk. Talk to me about the Wind Waker.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's mostly like a pub build, just something that I've been doing in pubs because it's really fun. But then it turns out it's really good for this hero, because you have two ways that you can blink out of. You can blink out of Snowball, you can blink out of Yules, and then Wind Waker gives you two saves. Like, you have Yules save, you have Snowball save. So it's just very good for the toolkit of Tusk. Like, it just adds another save, but like it makes it very easy to play teamfights. So yeah.
Makes a lot of sense now that you say it.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Okay, right. So also, I'm a big tip enthusiast, and in this series, not a lot of tips happening, but a bit of, Nightfall versus Fata. Nightfall in laning phase, very happy to be punishing the Dazzle. Then Fata kind of punched back when they won that big team fight, and at the very end, Nightfall came in as well. So anything about that, or is it literally just momentum of the game tips? Any hidden stuff we should know about?
Well, I think as a team, we're not very toxic with tipping in general.
That's true.
I will say Igor has definitely upped that a little bit. He's definitely a little bit more heavy on tips than us, which is fine, It's just he'll get some back,
Like
so,
you said, Karma.
I think he kind of enjoys it. I think it's not really, doesn't really get to him. So he tips like an animal, he gets tipped back like an animal, It's just how it is,
And this isn't going to be...
The rest of us don't really tip, so...
But will that happen like in time though? Do you think you might join Nightfall in the tipping, or is it going to be a clear 4 protect 1 in the tip strategy where Nightfall does it all for the team?
No, usually it goes like somebody will be mad at Igor and then they'll tip him and then they'll do some bad play and then we will tip them back, to support him. Some stuff like that, So it's just like it's like a cycle of tips goes around.
Does he ever ask you to tip certain person if he's out of tips?
No, that's never happened. He's usually pretty quiet about it. So we just see it. Most of the time, I don't really notice like who he has like a tipping war with until like we watch the game back. Or, I see.
All these things pop up on the side. You're like, oh, something the meta between the meta, I was totally missing out on. My last question would be your upcoming months in Dota. I know there's like a handful of LANs that have been announced. Other than TI Prep, do you have anything that you're attending that you can announce yet?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get invited to Manila, or not Manila, Genting, so we're playing qualifier for that. That should be pretty interesting because pretty much all the teams are playing that, so it's just another round of DPC games. And that's pretty much it, and that's going to be kind of our bootcamp for the major too, so yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, hearty congratulations on representing North America yet again on NA soil. Looking forward to seeing how a Texan crowd treats you guys, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you guys. Enjoy the last game. Should be hype.
We will. That's right.